Hi, I'm Dr. Feldman from Central Massachusetts Podiatry in Worcester, Mass. I'm going to be explaining to you the reason why we foam roll, and then I'm going to go through a number of exercises on how to foam roll appropriately. Oftentimes, I'm recommending to my patients the importance of foam rolling. The reason is we want to relax muscles. A lot of foot pain or joint pain or just body pain in general comes from having tight muscles. The action of muscles is to move a joint or stabilize a joint. And sometimes when we stretch, we think we're accomplishing relaxation of muscles or extra mobility of joints, but it's really the tone in the muscles that's either on or it's not on that allow or disallow the movement of the joint. Foam rolling is really an important way to help muscles relax, which will in turn mobilize joints or help things just move better or help people feel better. Tightness in our body is often at the core of pain that we feel, whether it's in joints or body parts. So it's really important to help relax tight muscles. And you can't stretch your way out of muscles that are tight. It's like making a muscle and trying to bend your elbow. The muscle won't allow the elbow to bend, so we need to relax the muscle to allow the elbow to bend as opposed to just stretching the muscle to try to get the elbow to bend. A lot of times it's a similar action in the calf muscles because all the muscles in the leg attach to the foot. So the more we try to stretch these muscles, the more they're going to engage to try to resist being stretched. But if the muscles are tight and they're engaged and they cross the ankle joint, they're not going to allow the ankle joint to really bend. So if we get those muscles to relax, they're going to help the ankle joint bend a little bit better. And if the ankle joint bends a little better, the foot's going to feel and function a little bit better as well. So understand things about foam rolling. You don't have to do it for a long time. You just have to be consistent with it. So a little bit every day, a little bit here and there is really important. Once, maybe twice a day if you have the time is super helpful. Maybe a minute or so, a little less or a little bit more. If you, again, depending on if you find that spot that really needs it, focus a little bit more time on it. I do like starting out the day with a little bit of foam rolling because it helps prime the muscles in a way. It gets the blood flowing through them, gets them to work better. I also like it pre and post exercise. The post exercise is because it helps, again, with the blood flow. It helps muscle recovery, tissue regeneration and repair. And then in the evening, if you have a little bit more time to target certain areas, especially in the hips or in the deep calves, that's another great time to foam roll. You don't want to do it just before bed because you don't want to loosen up the muscles and then just kind of lay down and go to sleep. You'd want to do it maybe a half an hour, an hour before bed and make sure you can walk around a little bit. Make sure you get some water in your system before and after the foam rolling as well. It'll only help. And if you are doing it effectively, you should notice a difference really within days, ideally within a week or two. Whatever soreness you have initially should calm down. Another word of wisdom or pearl is that it shouldn't feel like you're bruising yourself. If you feel like you're rubbing a bruise, then you should give yourself a break, a 1 day or 2 day break. You could always ice or use heat to just help calm down some tissue soreness from the actual rolling. The other point is you don't want to roll bones or tendons. You really want to roll muscle. Muscle tissue has the ability to relax. Bones and tendons, not so much. So you're going to create a lot of soreness if you're on bone or tendon or nerve for that matter. So where I'm going to show you how to roll, it's going to be targeting the muscles that are most important to proper function of the joints. And I'm going to focus primarily on the hips down. But I will also touch a little bit higher